Shoot. What am I doing? Give me one moment, y'all. Sorry about that. Scene issues. Yep. Nice and easy. We're done with that, though. Isn't the jump rope? Yeah. Whenever I skip rope, I can't use these wireless headphones. They fall right out of my ears. So of course, it would be helpful if I could get the rope itself not to fall out of my hands. Finish my protein shake, then we'll hit this. New name, who this? Yes, sir. For those of you who don't know me, my name is BullMuscle. For those of you who know me as Beer Battered Aggie, yes, I'm going through a rebrand. This seems like a pretty good time to talk about that, so let's go ahead and talk about it. I'm a die-hard Aggie.
The eyes of Texas are upon you. That is the song they sing so well. Sounds like hell! So goodbye to Texas University. We're gonna beat you all to chigga-roo-ga-rim, rock tough, real stuff, Texas A&M. Goodbye.
We get a little bit more all. So why can't I click all? Oh, yeah, there it goes. Nice. Alright, let's do one more bronze bar. If you adopt the mindset, and this is a quote from Jacob Fisker of Early Retirement Extreme, if you know that guy, 10 points to you. But it's a quote that I find unbelievably poignant in today's era. Spending money represents a failure to solve one's problems by smarter means. I'm gonna repeat that. Spending money represents a failure to solve one's problems by smarter means. That's painful. But yes, my friends, pure protein, as theirs makes no difference. From raw egg whites. It's disgusting. The taste is vile, and it smells. But 100. Yeah, my poor roommate has to deal with the farts that come from this, and as you might imagine, they're not pleasant. But let me go ahead and knock this bad boy down. Oh, that's vile. Yep, nice and easy. We're done with that, though. Isn't the jump rope? Yeah. Whatever. Good morning, everyone. Happy Sunday, and welcome to the channel. My name is BullMuscle. I'll be your host today, and today, a bit unusual. Usually our Sundays are rest days. However, I thought because our wonderful friend Saihbreas has been here this weekend, and this is going to be his send-off. He's going to be driving back towards where he came from today. Thought I'd give him the 3rd out of 3 workouts so he really gets the whole split. We did pull Friday. We did leg yesterday. What does that mean today? We're going to hit push. So that's where we're going to get started. Of course, to do that, actually, do dumbbell today. Right. We're going to do that. Actually, the barbell will be used for shoulders, so we'll set it up for that, but we don't need to do that immediately. Maybe. There we go. It's now leg day. Good to see you all, Bill. Big Red Fro, welcome on in. I think the less said about this weekend in college football, the better. So I'm not really going to talk about it. If y'all do, that's your prerogative. So I'm gonna just touch the jumping rope, get warmed up. Feel free to use this on your own too to warm up.
I kind of did a warm up before he came out, so.
All right. Hey, Canon 96. Welcome on in. Welcome to the bullpen. Good to see you. Wicked game by Chris Isaac. Can you show an exercise to make my inner thighs bigger? I mean, yeah, the simplest one to make your inner thighs, I mean, not really your inner thighs in particular bigger, but really any part of your legs bigger is gonna be the barbell back squat, which I wouldn't normally show because today's not leg day, but why not? And that's pretty simple. Just keep the bar either high bar, you can keep it sort of at the top of your trap muscles, or low bar. You put it on the shelf on your upper back, squat, and you come back up. And oh my God, doing that, boy can I feel yesterday's workout. Inner thighs in particular, there are abductors and adductor machines, but obviously in a home garage gym setup, you're not going to have those machines with you. Here we go. So, we're going to start with push today, and that's going to be bench, and that's going to be dumbbells. So I'm going to do one warm-up set, just to get accustomed before diving straight into the heavy dumbbell sets. We'll do a couple sets here. This will be a new angle. I'm wondering if I should do this front to back or do this side to side, because it's kind of at about the same height. We'll see how this goes. Ooh. Okay, so just let that stretch out for a moment. Alright, that's a pretty good little warm-up. Ball, Big Red Fur, y'all get into it. Kentucky and Tennessee fans, as they do. Again, the less said about yesterday in college football, I think is better for everyone. I think I'm going to go with the side profile. It's better that way. We'll see how that goes. Severus, do you want in on these?
Oh yeah, what were those?
This is just 40 pounds. That was my warm-up. This
Yeah.
is just going to be dumbbell bench to start with.
Yep. Let's see how this looks here. That way you can kind of judge. Well, yeah, you can see right there. Really nice. But principally, this is what I use anyway, or the dumbbells. I don't do the barbell since I work out alone, usually. Oh, there's people at the gym I can have spot me, but you know what?
Would you rather do barbell?
No, because actually I get better muscle activation with the dumbbells than I do with the barbell.
I kind of like switching it up both ways.
Yeah.
Barbell, obviously, you can put more weight up. Dumbbell, you have to have good balance. It really kind of focuses individually on the arms. So
Yep.
you have to have more control muscles. Dumbbells will work your auxiliaries usually.
Exactly.
Better.
I mean, I could do some on the Smith just to make sure that I have a little safety factor, but you know, you don't get the same as with the.
No, sir. I think there's a place for dumbbells, there's a place for barbells.
Yeah.
Only very seldom will I ever recommend the usage of a Smith machine.
Yeah, oh yeah.
The issue with a Smith machine is that it restricts movement to almost exclusively one dimension.
Exactly.
Right, so because that's the case, it's going to make it a lot harder for you to work any auxiliary or stability muscles. This Menace Dennis, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the bullpen. I'm fat, but my legs are super skinny. So, Canon 96, I would say your best bet is to start doing squats. Strongly recommend squats. That's going to be the best place to start. College game day is coming to Boulder, Colorado, Saturday. Cool, I guess. Aren't they playing Colorado State? Like, that's not going to be much of a matchup. I don't think Colorado State's known for being a particularly stout program. Anywho, all kinds of BS. So, this here is my friend Saihbreas. It's pronounced Severus. It's spelled Saihbreas. It's an Irish word, and he has been very graciously helping me really refine and perfect the audio-visual setup of my streams. If you guys haven't noticed, the mic quality is substantially better now. Hopefully it remains that way, and yeah, I'm really happy with how that turned out. But this is his final day here. He's heading back home. So, you know, he spent the weekend, but I figured I'd send him off with a good workout. Seemed the right thing to do.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
It's always a pain in the ass to get the bottom rung on these. So, thanks for the advice. Oh, absolutely. No, that's the whole point of this channel. I love when people come in here and I can help share some things I know. So, thanks for asking. Appreciate it. All right. So let's get started with the meat of the workout. Just gonna be hitting these dumbbells. For dumbbell bench, oh, come on, just get in there. There we go. Nice. The pain in the ass to get them in there, but once you do, it's not so bad. Maybe a little music on for this. But today we're not hitting legs, today we are hitting push. So what's a push day gonna hit? It's gonna hit chest, it's gonna hit your triceps, and it's gonna hit your shoulders, right? So you'll see those muscles activated a lot today. There she goes. Perfect. There we go. Morning Hodel, welcome on in. There we go. Your turn. You're probably going to want to adjust that.
Definitely go adjust that. Being the over 40 category, I do like to.
Is there a weight you want?
Yeah, exactly.
You want 50, 60, 40?
50 right now.
Alright. So you're going to warm up probably more than I do. I never feel as though I have to warm up pretty hard to hit chest.
Yeah. I usually don't either, not too much.
Yeah.
But being a little bit older, it's harder to get those PRs in. And so I go for a little bit lighter weight, but a lot more reps over time. And you know what? You're pushing the muscle a lot, so either way works. But I got a long life ahead of me. I don't want to kill myself.
That's right.
And balance is a good thing. My clavicle is feeling much better over the last few days.
Is it?
Yeah. I'm a little bit off balance. Here we go. Plus I get more of that stretch that I can't do on the straight bar.
So I'm going to do 4 sets of this.
Well, I'm down the bottom, I think, won't you?
Yeah. That's going to be a pain in the ass to get on there. Persevere.
Jeez, what is it?
I got mine. Here, I got this one.
Yeah, you might want to. I don't see where it is. There you go.
You have to, the key is you gotta look at it and line it up. I think it's easier.
Yeah, on the bottom one, yeah, definitely for sure. So I can.
Yeah. There it goes. Nice and easy.
Oh yeah.
All kinds of BS says it's the salt and pepper hair that always gets me. Well, Severus is single just like I am, so, hey.
You're in the Dallas area, look me up.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah. Film day for a lot of teams is not gonna be fun today. All right. Let's do this. I'm all the way in Rhode Island. So you're a Yankee. Got it. Feels warmer to me in here today than the days before.
Might be a bit humid from the rain yesterday.
Maybe that's just an illusion. There we go. Come on, strong light bulb.
There it is. Oh. Yeah, I checked 85% humidity, so it's a little sticky. Up down to 60. Up to 60. 40, 60. This is a 60 here.
Trying to get it on 60?
Yeah, I got you. There you go. There you go. Because they're not labeled on that side, so I guess it's going to be the opposite on the other side. Yeah.
Take those around. Once you use them enough times, you know which slot it is.
Yeah, I got ahead and get me a pair of these. Especially out the farm, because I've got
Not
them.
bad.
These would be good. Build me up. Triple jump out there. So I definitely feel these, which is good.
There you go. Watch the Texas game is stuck in quick. I'm not even gonna talk about that one. Nope, not gonna do it. You can't bake me.
Strong like bull calf. Okay. Back to the bottom again. See if I can get it. This time.
I got it.
You might have to, yeah.
It's all right. The
So
bottom one's always tricky.
It is tricky. You know better than I.
You just get used to it. Used to it. Oh. So, figure I'll go ahead and update you on sort of the stream schedule. I think next week is going to be pretty normal, as will the week after that. The final week of September, I will be off the air. I'm going to be going down to the beach in Georgia. I'll be going down towards Brunswick, Jekyll Island. Hope Rhode Island gets one more beach day that week. Yeah. As far as New England weather, I can't imagine it's getting that cold yet. Yeah, the highs are still getting well into the 80s, sometimes cresting just a touch above 90 here, which is about normal for South Carolina in September. August was hotter than normal, a lot of days in the upper 90s, a couple hit 100, but not too many. So it's, I'm welcome for the, or I'm ready for the weather to start cooling off down here. That's a huge deal. Really what's going to be nice is going to be the lows starting to get into the 50s. I don't really care what the highs are quite as much because, right, we're working in the mornings in here. And when we work out in the mornings, you want that cool air in here. It's just, it makes it a lot better. Anyway. Let's get a little motorhead going. Got almost no sun this summer, it was wild. I went to Boston about a month ago. I enjoyed that city a lot. I was gonna get down to Providence, but I ended up not having the time. So I've still yet, Rhode Island remains on the small list of states I've never been to. Along with Connecticut, Vermont, New Hampshire, Maine, Wisconsin, Michigan, or sorry, no, I have been to Wisconsin, Michigan, Minnesota, and North Dakota. That's it, I think. You got it. Turn?
Yep. I was in Massachusetts once and drove down into Rhode Island just because I wanted to say I've been there. But I did. Lunch at a
Which one?
60s again. And I'm talking about that right now. I'll try it next time.
Hell yeah.
Because I still am not hungry from that barbecue we had yesterday. It was pretty awesome barbecue.
Pretty big meal. And yeah, Mr. Saihbreas here, being a native Texan, I never really tried authentic South Carolina barbecue. In fact, this is his first time in the Palmetto State, so you got to make sure to tick that one off the old bucket list.
That's right.
Good morning, Jason. Good morning, Senor. Oh yeah, Hurricane Lee's gonna clobber Florida.
I'll try one more.
It's alright. Alright, just drop it. You may want to roll down to 50 for the next set.
Probably. Yeah. Still. That feels good to do that.
My last set on dumbbell bench, and we'll move to incline, and then I'm going to set up shoulder press as well.
Casper Wilson floats away from Tom Hanks.
It's the Reds playoff hopes. Yeah, baseball season's been done for me for a while. I was really kind of hoping the Nationals could keep fourth place, but seems like we're trying to outstock the Mets right now. Oh well. So, I'm gonna set the next exercise up for shoulder press. And Saihbreas, I don't know
Yeah.
where you normally go, so what I'm thinking is you can do dumbbell shoulder press, so I do barbell.
Well, we'll see how the clavicle feels on that, because
Yeah, well, this is 125, and this will be fairly heavy.
yeah.
A little more fluid into my system.
Yeah, and last time I did some shoulder presses, it wasn't good, but it's been healing up, so we'll see how it feels today.
That's good. That's good. Okay. All right, I got 3 sets of 15. I really want a fourth one here.
Go for it.
Eleven.
3 more, at least. Hit that, there it is. We're down to 50, I guess, on this one.
Bit of a struggle on the last one. It's on 50 for you.
Yeah. You're fine.
Yeah, fuck the test these. Here we go.
I didn't want to hit you.
Oh yeah, no, my bad. There you go. That's good. That's going until failure right there. Nicely done. That's well done. Okay. So what do you do next? I reckon I'm gonna hit shoulder press on this. And the way to do this is, because we're gonna have different weights. If I hit shoulder press on this, you can then hit a shoulder press on dumbbells, and then later I'll hit a shoulder press on dumbbells. You can hit it on the barbell rack.
Cool.
Sound pretty good?
That's good. Very efficient.
Nice. All right. All right, so I'm not 100% looking to hit military press levels of strictness here. The goal is to really just burn my shoulders. So, you know, I'm not going to push press either to the extent that I can afford it. I want to keep my knees more or less entirely static, but the goal is to rep out at least, I'd like to get at least 6 or 7 here. There we go. It's not bad, that's 7. So I'd say if you was repping bench at 50, you'd probably go 40s or 30s.
I'm going to go 20 because I don't know how my clavicle is going to feel.
Yeah, you know, that's smart. That's smart.
I entered this a little bit over a week ago, so I'm not sure what I did.
So have you ever done Arnold presses?
Yeah.
Okay, so you pick whichever shoulder grip. Doesn't hurt your clavicle.
Well,
you said 20, right?
yep, and I'm not on 20 of that. Am I? Yeah, I'm 30. But since I injured this clavicle, the last time I did shoulder presses, I did Arnold actually, didn't feel too good. And I stopped, so I don't know how it's going to feel today. So let's see how it works.
Find out.
Maybe I should do, yep. And that's not too bad. It's been healing.
Just hit it up for a little bit more volume. Go for reps, don't go for weight.
Well, I guess they better reps. Here. Maybe I don't know if everyone knows what an Arnold press is. And I can't do an Arnold interpretation.
That's good.
Actually, it doesn't feel too bad.
Well, you can get all the way up.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of a warm-up set for the shoulders anyway. I'll do more on the next one.
Yeah. Just bringing this all the way up for myself. I'll lower it back down for you later.
6'3" versus 5'8". Yeah, I appreciate that. That's later on.
Yeah. Debating if I want to do behind the neck press today. I'm kind of leaning against it. I think I'm going to go for 3 straight to shoulder press, 4 raises, shoulder raises, and then 3 Arnolds. So 3, 4, 3 split for shoulders. I'm probably going to do 4 sets of incline press on dumbbells, and then 2 sets of chest flies up against your chest. I'm going to do overhead triceps extensions with the dumbbell. I'll probably do close grip or at least JM press. You ever done a JM?
No.
All right, well, we'll do that. I'll at least show you how to do that. You do JM press, do triceps extension, could do skull crushers. That'll probably get us about there. But I need music. bud.
You know, the original reason it's coming out, I'm doing a documentary promo for BullMuscle, doing some different video stuff and all sorts of good things. Hopefully come out in the next week or two. Definitely like, subscribe on YouTube when it comes out in other places.
That's right.
But it kind of graduated into a lot more stuff, and kind of glad I did because we have been busy.
Yeah, there's gonna be quite a bit of good content coming up. You're good, you're good.
Got what I was doing here.
Start benching 20s?
Yeah, I was like, this doesn't feel right. And being in the over 40 crowd, I think we already talked about that. Just sometimes you can't just keep up, and you have to go more in the volume. Which I'm starting a new workout program once I get back to Dallas area. This is not feeling bad at all.
Good.
Still a little stiff on that left side.
Don't push it too far.
Well, I have been
You've got a lot more sets of shoulders to go.
I've been ignoring the shoulders for a couple weeks, so it's good.
How hot is it there? At the present time, it is 82 degrees in here.
85% humidity, though.
Yeah, it is very humid.
Yeah.
Saihbreas has been fantastic. Oh, that's always good to see.
All right. Snake eyes watching you. Double up or quit. Double stick or split. The ace of spades. The ace of spades. You know I'm on to lose, and gambling's for fools. But that's the way I like it, baby. I don't want to live forever. I wanted more, didn't have it.
You might still be suffering from food coma. I don't know. Let's see. See, now what I need to do is I need to clone BullMuscle so I have a workout buddy in Dallas just like him. It would be so cool. Good one here.
So, we're gonna do now, we're gonna hit triceps extensions. We're gonna move bench out of the way, we want to move it a little off. So what I do here is I use the part of the dumbbell that doesn't have the handle, because for triceps extensions, you want a double-handed grip. You can mirror that, you can't really do that in the power block, so you gotta get a bit creative.
Yeah.
So, I don't know what you want to try with that. Would not recommend 60, especially the clavicle.
Yeah, with clavicle, no.
You wanna try like 30?
Try 30 to see how it feels.
No, you gotta put this on 60,
Oh, okay, I see what you
and then you get the leftover.
Oh, okay. Do the math.
Math is a big part of this channel.
I just wonder how many people in your audience know that, like triceps, have a much quicker recovery time than a lot of other muscles.
Yeah.
Actually, probably go heavier than this.
Go for volume. This is not supposed to be a high weight exercise.
Yeah, but seriously, I could go heavier than this. This is
Good then.
a little bit light. Got a little bit of the pinch in the neck, but the clavicle, nothing. 8, 9. Oh yeah, definitely. Got to keep those elbows in the right position. I think I'm migrating a little bit for those. Yeah, we're gonna go up on the next one.
Do you want to try 40?
Yeah, I'll try for you next one, but I didn't want to interrupt your.
Okay.
Okay. Try to be a good workout partner and not interfere with what he does.
Rock and roll. Hey, Deontologist 10, welcome to the channel. Thanks for hopping on in. Welcome to the bullpen. There you go.
Right. This is,
We have 4 sets of this.
these are 40s, right? 40s, right? 40?
4.
40.
We're doing 4 sets of. I'm doing 12. But
No, 40-pound weight.
yeah, that's 4.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's it. All right. See if I can keep the elbows in good shape.
Yeah. They'll bow out naturally a little bit just because of how your shoulders will be angled, but if you're feeling it, you're looking good. Your shoulders are barely moving at all, which is about right. And I can see it's working the triceps right there.
I got pretty wide shoulders for my height, so.
It's gonna, yeah.
And people who say, oh, it only counts if you're going like this.
Yeah.
Like, no, that
It's not realistic for every body type. If you work out shirtless, it's easier to lift weights. Is that true? I don't know if that's easier all the time. The reason I work out shirtless has nothing to do with y'all on Twitch. It really doesn't. The reason I work out shirtless is because it's fucking hot and humid here the majority of the year, and this helps me thermally regulate my body. It's warm in here. I'm already sweating bullets. I don't need to continue dehydrating myself just to prove some point. Welcome on in, Santiago. Turn.
You know, if I look like BullMuscle, I would do this shirtless. But yeah, I'm still working on the gut. You know, I'll put it here. I've got some work to do here. And I don't want to gross people out. This is his channel, not mine. But I think within the year, maybe if we do another workout a year from now, you'll see a big difference, I hope.
Hell yeah.
That's how I am. But again, I support his channel. I'm just here to help out and do this sideways. Nothing you can see on the side. Gotta get that long stretch. Ain't quite 11. 35 would probably be better, but you know, 40 works too. That's good. Stay right there. Whew.
All right, last set of these.
Good.
We'll just see you think I was fishing for Dad to get it? Hey, you should come hang out on the Discord. No, the foam pad on the ceiling is actually for sound deadening. Reduces the echo. Kind of an ugly dismount, but good enough. Return.
Now, I think working out with somebody that tends to push you some. Sometimes I will work out when he's streaming. That helps me push because I gotta say, hey, what if I were there? If I go push myself, it's gonna be hard. We're gonna.
Just go for 6 to 7 if you can't get more than that. Better get them right than to get lots of them wrong.
Yeah, a few good ones and a lot of wrong ones are good. Yeah, I think that last one was gonna be. Whew.
All right. Now,
Switching.
I'm going to do Arnold press, and you're going to do shoulder press.
Okay.
So put on whatever weight you fancy. The bar is 35 pounds.
I'm just going with the bar first, see how it feels, then
And just go accordingly.
yeah, go accordingly. But if that felt bad, good, and the other ones felt good, it should be okay.
Yeah, you don't overwork your shoulders if you don't have to.
Yeah.
Um,
They need a good working. Let me tell you, they need
Yeah.
good working.
Girls got to try. I mean, I get it. I got a baby face, honestly. It's part of the reason I still have this shitty ass mustache.
Trying to do an arm press if you could.
Come on. Not bad. Built like an ox. Thank you very much, Arcane Doctor. I appreciate that.
Okay, let's see how deep.
Actually, that's going to be a touch tall for you.
That's true, it's gonna be. It's,
Look to about, yeah, shoulder height. There you go.
Alright, okay.
So if you want to elevate, go for it. If not, don't.
I'm gonna try here at 35, because again, haven't done these in a while. Make sure my shoulder can take it, which I think it will add some here a little bit. Maybe. Of course, my shoulders have been kind of burnt out already.
Yeah. That's not bad. You can experiment with different grips, see what feels best.
I'm gonna put some more weight on next time. Alright.
Grips a touch uneven too.
Oh, yeah, I am.
Your right hand was slightly further out.
Yeah, I was. Sorry about that.
No, that's.
For me.
Apologize, just something I noticed.
Yeah.
So do 3 sets of pop of this. So thank you very much for the first time chat. Arcane Doctrine, and welcome to the channel. King Mando, always good to see you. And I see you got 35 people in here. We'll do handstand push-ups afterwards if my shoulder's feeling good. I may have to give y'all a rain check if it's not. We'll see how burnt out I'm feeling. Don't expect too many because I'm hitting them pretty hard today. Good morning to y'all. What you want on there? 10s, 5s?
I'm just gonna work my way up. Put it. Not much weight, but it would help. This time I get there we go. Now we got spaced out correct.
There we go. Hot here today. Really warm.
I don't care what this looks like, it felt good.
Oh yeah.
Not a young pup anymore.
Yeah, maybe it's just me, but it definitely feels warmer in here today than it has in days past. At least this week. Doesn't feel as bad as it did back in July and August. But feels closer to that than it did the last few days. I'm sweating a lot. All right. Yes.
I've got the advantage, I have a fan.
What's up?
I have the advantage, I have a fan behind me.
Yeah.
Oh! Ouch, ouch, ouch. Get a little tight on that. Not clavicle here, but you know, still okay. Ah. There you go.
So, that was our third set, so we're done with shoulder press. What are we gonna do next? We'll do
P something.
JM, and we'll do incline press. So, set the dumbbells up for inclines, set the barbells up for, we'll do incline first, then we'll do JM. I've declared it, and thus it shall be.
There you go.
This I need a towel because my back's slick from all the sweat. Could you do me a favor and de-rack the thighs off?
Yeah.
Or to lower it down to jam press state. Tell me why the peacemakers fall.
Let's move that.
A hush from the crowd as the horse rode by. We all wept in silence. How many times must good men die? How many tears will the children cry? Till we suffer no more sadness. Stop the madness. Stop all the madness.
Let's see what we going here. Let's go. If I get that stretch, if I can. We know what you have these on.
We have 3 more sets of those, and 2 sets of chest flies. We'll be done with chest.
Cool.
We've got 4 sets of shoulder raises. I call them shoulder flies, but people say that's wrong. Shoulders. We'll do close grip and jam. We'll be done with tries. Reckless Pat, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the bullpen.
You want my sweater?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, all the ice is melted. Water isn't even that cold anymore. Yeah, getting steadily climbing towards the mid-80s. We're playing Yes at VP. Oh, hell yeah. Always love that. Love me some Yes. gonna rest there.
Wow, don't even have to look anymore. Whoa. That was wrong still.
Yeah,
I need, yeah, I need that to be 30. Thought I had it right. All right, that feels even there.
Yeah.
Go on the next one, maybe.
Right now I got Molly Hatchet going. It feels like Florida in here.
That does. Except no beach.
We got 2 more of those.
You're right back.
Butter Cookies, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the bullpen. How you doing? Oh, another one. All right. X3, thank you very much for the follow there. Welcome to the bullpen. How y'all doing? We are rolling through our push day workout. Today so far we've gotten for 6 sets of chest done. We have 4 more to go. 4 sets of triceps done. We got 6 more to go, and 6 sets of shoulders left. So we got 4 more to go there. So we got a ways to go.
Ice if you need it.
A little more agua.
No, ice for you. Ice for you if you need it.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
All right, listen there.
It's just hot. That's what you gotta live. You gotta live with it.
Yeah.
And people always ask, why don't you stream in the afternoon? This is why. It gets too hot here. Right. So, it's one thing to go out and do yard work in 90-degree weather. Weightlifting in 90-degree weather is quite another. It does affect your performance no matter who you are.
Okay, so what I'm going to do. Go up to 35, and then have to remember to put these back in.
That's not. What are you doing?
I was going to take the 5s out, so I do 35.
All right, you got to take it out first.
Gotcha. Okay, all the way up. Gotcha. Take this out first. Nothing.
Then you flip it, and then.
There we go. Always learning something new. So I'll put it on 40, that gives me 35, correct? There we go.
So it takes 5 off of ballistic weight.
Yeah.
So that would be 35.
Definitely get a set of these. Okay. That should be. Get in there. Get in there. You
Y'all need AC. I need AC in here. Okay, yes. So I've been looking into getting that. The trouble is, I would need a complete overhaul of the electrical wiring system to actually get it locked and loaded and in here. So the trouble is, it's not just an AC overhaul, it's an entire electrical system overhaul. That's a lot of money I don't really want to spend at the tail end of summer. What are you doing?
I'm trying to get the right.
Okay, there you go.
There it is. Got it. There. Sure get the right stuff here.
Wanna go hit it?
There we are.
We're about 60% of the way through the workout right now in terms of raw sets. But the sets we have left will go a little bit quicker, I think.
This is yours.
You just set that to the side.
That's right, I gotta put the things back in. All right. I'm not sure what day it's on, but you put it on.
There we go. All right, last set of incline press. Do you put them back in?
I put them back in, but I don't know what weight you have.
Thank you. I had it on 70.
All right, go. Yeah, you know, they said sweating, but you know, sweating does get out a lot of toxins out of your system. So.
Come again?
Well, you know, he's talking about all the sweating in here, but sweat gets a lot of toxins out of your system.
Well, also, it's all electrolytes out of your system, so
Yeah.
you just have to be careful to continue hydrating. It's just, it is the heat and humidity just gets oppressive.
Oh, yeah.
Just one more. I had to wake up with the blues. That's it for me. You got one more.
Yeah, I'm just going up 5 more, so I'm not gonna take them out. That's good.
Just going for 40s.
That one for 40, so this should be right there.
That's 40.
I think the label has kind of rotated a bit.
Yep. I just count the number of slots.
Which makes sense.
I don't think the labels. After you get used to them, you know. So I just kind of don't bother.
You know, that's better math a lot of times when counting cattle. I count all the legs and divide by 4. That's
Yeah.
ridiculous. Oh, get going.
Move on. Close grip. the side for the time being.
This is not so bad.
All right, so this is 175 pounds. We're gonna do close grip bench here. We're gonna try for at least 10 reps here. I shouldn't have any issue getting that, but we are fairly late into the workout now, so I may be slightly fatigued. All right, so typical bench press. You got your hands, usually your pinky finger, your ring finger, way out on the edge here, where the gap in the knurling is. For close grip, I tend to like having about the middle of my palm lining up at the beginning of the inside knurling, as far in as my pinky lining up the inside of the knurling. That's generally how I go. And those knurling marks are usually spaced out about the same on any Olympic bar, so it should work the same no matter what kind of bar you got. All right. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, yep. Yeah, it's only 9. All right, so do you want to try this? And if so, do you want to maybe start at 85?
I'm actually going to do it with the dumbbells, because that's when I've done close. I've always done with the dumbbells, so I'm going to do those.
All right, that's your call.
Yeah. I mean, I could do it that, but...
You ever tried it with barbells on lightweight?
No, I have not actually. Let's give it a shot.
Yeah. Just take off the 45.
Always try to learn new things.
Yeah. You want to keep your elbows as close tucked into your sides as you can, really.
And you know, and you used a term I've never heard before. Knurling? Is that what you called it?
Knurling. So this rough bit, that's knurling.
Yeah, I learned something new. I have never heard that.
Urling.
Gnarly.
Knurling.
Gnarly knurling.
Knurling. Let's see what we do with this. There you go. Keep your elbows close. And then your chest.
Okay, that's not bad. Not hurting.
I can spot you if you want. There you go, you got this.
Yeah. Nice and smart. Almost 7. Got 6. Fairly decent.
45 back on if you would.
I've got dreams. I've got dreams. Get out of your way here. Sorry.
Actually, well, I got this here.
Yeah.
40. 40 per. Go keep the molly hatchet. Flirting with disaster. Good shit. Good shit. Da 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 da. Go that again?
Yeah.
Alright.
Keep it
We'll keep it right there, Cody. I did 6, see if I can do a little bit more on this one.
With that. You got this, man. All the way down, you gotta touch your chest.
Oh, I do.
3, 4, good. 5, use those triceps. Finish. 6. Very nice.
7 would not be pretty.
Yeah, those 6 solid reps. Well, 5 solid reps. The first one you didn't quite go down far enough. The rest are good.
Okay. I'll take 5, but I'll do better than that one. I'm sorry, I should have got that up there for you.
You gotta hit your chest though. That's
Yep.
proper depth.
Absolutely.
Nani, who is that? Trigger bell. Something tells me you haven't been watching any of the updates in the channel or in the Discord, or you didn't see the title coming in today. This is Saihbreas. He's one of the mods and admins on my Discord. He's been helping with the audio-visual quality, which may explain why it's better. Why do some people do slanted chest press? Do you mean like incline chest press, where you're sort of at an angle instead of lying all the way back? So if you mean slanted slightly, you're talking it's like unbalanced. It's not supposed to be, but everybody is slightly biased to one side or the other. Very few people are truly ambidextrous.
I'm all about breath control, and I'm saying a little about breath control and lifting weights.
I find that a little deep breathing before beginning a set gives me just a little bit more oxygen. I find that I do better. Morning tabs, conservator, welcome on in. Zero. 2, nice. 3. Another. Come on. Quit.
Seven good ones!
Alright, so this, I'm going to keep on, I'm actually going to put clips on. We'll do jam press in a bit. We're actually going to hit shoulders before that. So, we're going to leave this be for now. We're going to do a standing exercise. Your area towards the door in the camera. It is the area towards the door in the camera is more down, in case you were wondering. I think that just may be sort of the effect of the lens, or maybe it's the stand the laptop is on. I wouldn't really, it's flat enough. It could very well be that I'm using a different little stand for my laptop to stream this, so it could well be the laptop is just tilted a bit. I wouldn't worry about it. All right, so next, this back just a smidge. I'm gonna do, I call them shoulder flies. A lot of people call them front raises or lat raises. To me, lat raises require a bent elbow. These, you keep your elbows unbent. We're gonna go forward, we'll do sides. All right, we'll start with forwards. Saihbreas, if you feel this doesn't hit your clavicle the way you want it to, leave it be.
We'll try them out and see. What I do now.
Come on, 2 more. All right. Days Moon, thank you very much for the follow. I meant his slant. I don't know if the camera's reversed. Dude, I don't know what you're talking about. Sorry, Triggerbell. It doesn't, what you're saying doesn't make any sense. His slant versus my slant? I have no idea what you're talking about.
We're doing a Batman episode. How about that? These are 30?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You may find that 20 is going to be easier. Again, you're doing this for volume, you're not doing this for reps.
Okay, when this do.
Let's say play it safe given you said is a history of injury there. And this is, you're new to this exercise.
No, I'm not new to this one. I've done these, actually 35s, I think is what I usually do, but that haven't done it in a while because of the shoulder, so.
Yeah, no, sort of treat it like a rehab set. At
Rehab.
least the first one.
Okay, that one's good. Oh, not so bad. It's good.
And English is hard. How is the weight loss coming along? You said you had some fat you wanted to burn after your holiday or something? Yeah. I went and had a big old barbecue meal yesterday, so I probably didn't do a ton of goodness on that. I'm back. I think I weighed in at 208 and change last Friday, so it's coming along. Maybe another 3 pounds or so would do it. Really, again, it's kind of maintenance right now. It's too hot to really go for a bulk, so it's kind of a way to go. Sometimes people reverse the camera image on OBS. What I meant is, okay, my left, my right. So I don't know if the image is reversed. Yeah, I guess it is, isn't it? Yeah, I still don't understand what you're asking me, Triggerbell. I'm sorry. You're gonna have to, yeah, no. It doesn't, what you're saying makes no sense to me.
Go on Discord and tell us.
It's also, well, no, it's also probably that it's fucking hot in here, and the blood certainly ain't in my brain right now. Tab says, I overate yesterday myself, didn't really get to choose, I have just about 200 calories today, Stat. I mean, that's how it goes. And yesterday we had a really hard workout, and then we did a lot of walking too, so we probably mitigated most of the damage, but it probably wasn't a day where we're running a big deficit. Today, I'll leave you with a big one here.
Yeah.
You get your protein in, but that's all you really need. Unless you want a snack, that's really up to you. But I'm doing great. It's my Sunday, I'm relaxing. The less said about college football, the better. Otherwise, I'm doing pretty good. That'll do. only having 1,150 calories.
Wow.
That's a very low amount of calories to put in your body, or you must not be particularly big. If that's your, even if you're cutting, 1,150 is very low. Be careful that you're getting enough nutrients into your body.
Yeah, I just finished a cut and I was too much activity, not enough calories, and plateaued, and I'm gonna.
You won't feel very good if you go
That was too much.
too extreme with a
Yeah.
deficit.
So I'm gonna go on maintenance for a while.
That's it.
That was such a good one. Number 7 had too much trap.
I'll let you know this. Cyrus, I don't know if I'm spelling it right. The right side was tilted down a bit more.
Okay, so what you're saying is. Oh,
Ouch.
God damn it. Oh, that always hurts.
Oh shit.
I'm fine. Just give me a moment. So, Trigger Bell, what you're saying is it was slightly like this, right? Or like this. Yeah, that happens. It's not ideal, but it's not the end of the world either. Yeah, some people are going to have biases to their left or their right. It doesn't really matter as long as the weight comes up. Oh, that hurt. Tilted. No, it's not. It's not on purpose. We all are somewhat right biased or left biased. Very few people are truly ambidextrous. Okay, let's do this. Next set. Next set. Oh, that did not feel good.
That didn't sound good.
That's going to be a right headache later.
My mother said perhaps it knocked some sense into you.
Have a rest.
Please don't hurt yourself.
It's all good. I'm fine. Let's do this. Come on.
So I'm trying to accommodate bias as best as I can. Nothing's perfect.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Pretty much. Not sure which side. Yeah. I have to go someplace. I'm sure there's plenty of used ones of these to pick up for cheap.
Good luck finding used power locks. I went down that route. They hold their value really well.
No, I figure some people get them and say, they don't use them and get rid of them, but you never know.
Well, around DFW, you probably got more likelihood of finding that than here.
Yeah,
I'd have had to go to Charleston to find one for $50 less than the new price. That wasn't worth it.
yeah. You know, I don't mind paying the regular price for something per se, but if we get it cheaper, hell yeah. I mean, why?
And this is a quality item. It's pretty
Yeah.
good. That's not the wings defines it like today.
We did both, right?
Yeah, no, I was just doing sides this time.
Oh, sides, oh, that's right. All right, see
We
how,
already did fronts.
you did sides at the same time? I wasn't even watching, sorry.
Yeah, I was doing sides.
Okay, here we go.
Try to keep those elbows straight. There you go, you're working the delts. Don't want your down weight on those.
Yeah, clavicle feels fine. The neck is a little bit, there's not much else to go down on.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah.
Tense. These are not meant to be high. There you go. That's funny. These are not meant to be high weight exercises.
You got somebody there.
All right.
Oh.
So this will be our last time on shoulders, and then
sets of tries and 2 sets of chest, and we're done. Hey, Poison OVO, thank you very much for the follow. Days Moon, yep, that's right, there is a Discord. I highly recommend joining it if you want a lot of the information, other good stuff. I hit my head on 45 plates on accident most of the time. Yeah, it's not fun. Tried adding electrolytes to maybe retain water, so I have to wait for this cut to be able to do that. Yeah, I get that. Retaining water is a nasty feeling. Well, I'm certainly not retaining very much water. I'm sweating all of it out. Ugh. Here we go. Jams will do. Do jams, we'll do chest flies, and that's gonna be, that'll be it, we'll call it. Fucking hot here.
It's not too bad.
This is both of us are sweating too, the humidity's off the charts. 84. Good. So that's it for shoulders. We're done shoulders today.
Yeah.
Now, interesting. Not whacking my head again on the bar. Pull it up. So what is a JM press? Yeah, you're just low body fat. You're not doing like hit style workouts. I got you. You may find that increasing exercise and increasing the amount of calories you're putting in your system is easier. You're going as low as 1150. It's really up to you. So JM press. All right. What is a JM press? I learned this actually from someone else on my stream. A JM press is a pretty simple exercise. It's more or less a hybrid of the close grip bench that we were doing earlier and skull crusher. How does it work? Well, what you're going to do is you're going to arch your spine a little bit. You're going to try and keep your elbows mostly tucked. They're not going to be 100% tucked. They're going to want to come over, so it's going to look a bit like a skull crusher. So it kind of really blends the best of both movements in. I'm going to do that. So close grip sort of width, bring it out. That's not right. There we go, that's better. And we're going to kind of do your neck, almost like a guillotine press. Oh, they suck. Come on. Oh, my tricep. Ooh, that's painful. If you want to try that, let me know.
Yeah, we'll try. What's called a JM?
Yeah, jam press. You're not probably going to be able to do that at first. You
Yeah.
ever done this before?
No.
Try with the bar the first time.
It's totally new for me, but yeah. I always like to learn new things. I see people at the gym doing something, and I'll go up and ask them, what are you doing, why? Now, one time at the gym, I was doing a particular exercise, someone showed me, and someone came up to me and said, hey, you're doing it wrong, and I wanted to, we won't get into that. Know what you're talking about. All right. We got more of a close version here.
So, a little bit wider than that. A little bit more. A little bit more.
Okay.
There you go. Edge of the knurling's where you think you should be.
Gnarly nerve. Okay, this is going to go down to here.
So arch your back a little bit. There you go. It should be about at your neck.
Right there, and then
You're going to need to scoot further down on the bench.
yeah. Just start.
There you go.
All right, so down,
Yeah, it's like half skull crush. Yeah.
down to here, and then up.
Should be more at your neck. where the bar comes down to.
Where's my?
There, yeah.
All right there, okay, gotcha.
That's it.
Okay, cool.
It's slightly different than a close grip.
Yeah, definitely put more weight on this.
It's more like, yeah, you've done skull crushers, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like a mix between those. Kind of watch where the bar goes for me. See, there's an issue that I don't need more electrolytes. I mean, if you can make it work for yourself, that's all that matters.
Yeah, definitely more weight on that. That'd be good to put in my repertoire.
Throw a quarter back on. All right, 4 more sets. 2 more of these, 2 chest flies. We're done. Cool. I'm pretty beat. Hey.
Oh, sorry. Watching squirrel outside.
Right, so you see I'm bringing up the arch. Come view it from this side to see where the bar goes. Come on. Phoenix Gray, long-time lurker, and I was curious what this big old timer was for. Welcome. I always love it when my first-time lurkers show up. And I have to stop playing Slayer for a moment to address this. So if you've seen the title, this is, we're getting our good friend Severus here head off. Because he's been here helping my AV. It's just spending the weekend with me. He's a good friend of mine and one of my admins in the Discord. We've built up a lot of trust over the years, and it's just been really great getting to hang out with him all weekend. So he's just here. You can catch him on my server a lot. He's one of the active admins on there. And, well, if you're in the DFW area, he's definitely down to hang out, you know?
And I'm one of the over 40 crowd, so.
Yeah.
Way over. You won't go there.
Catcalling of the whistle in 2023. This is not a politically correct gym. So
Yeah, definitely still too light, that's fine.
further up towards the neck. There you go. Yeah, it's gotta be. You gotta do a little bit more of the elbow bend.
Oh, okay,
So
gotcha.
curl your wrists a little bit too.
There we go. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel it going the tricep.
That's what. Yeah, if you're shooting up your triceps at lightweight, that's what you want. This is not. If you're jam pressing more than 100 pounds and you're not fucking jacked, you're doing it wrong.
And I did it wrong the first time. Okay, got it. Learn what to do.
No, it took me probably 10 sets of doing it wrong to really kind of zero in.
Well, first time you do something, you gotta get used to it. Yeah, absolutely.
Even I don't think I have perfect form on this, frankly. Alright, last set on jams. Thank God, I'm exhausted.
There, thank you.
Kept hearing Cyrus. No, it's okay. Yeah. You talk in chat. You introduce yourself in chat. There's a bunch of new people asking who you are. It'd be easier for you to just do that in chat than me to continue saying it.
Exactly.
No, his name is not Cyrus. Probably may want to mention how it's pronounced. Yeah. So the guy who just posted that, he's the guy over there. Okay. Yeah, so you see my wrist is starting to curl a bit.
Yeah.
Elbows are kind of up, they're close to the body. That's kind of half a skull crusher and half closer. Did you spell correctly? There we go. It's spelled different than how it's spelled. All right.
They have a lot of Celtic and English in the ancestry DNA-wise. And I can get more than that, but I'm not. This is his channel, not mine.
No, but if you want to hang out with this guy, he's on my Discord. There you go. Sit, arch that back, put it on your neck. There you go. Really use the triceps as the major operating muscle here.
There we go. That's what I wasn't doing right.
Yeah, that looks better. That looks better.
Whoa! Yeah, definitely.
This is not a heavyweight exercise.
One more.
Well, see, even for me, 85 is pushing it.
One more. Go, couch. Always want to learn to do this.
All right, so last 2 sets. We're going to do chest flies. So you know these.
Yeah.
Pretty self-explanatory. I don't think I need to say a whole lot.
No. Maybe for the group, but not me.
I mean, even the audience should know. Just, try to keep your arms not completely bent. Is this skull crusher? No. That's a JM press. Type in. So JM press, right? Okay. Here. I'll explain before I start with something else. Okay? I'm gonna walk you through all 3. Close grip bench press looks like a bench press, but with closer grip on the hands. Right? Close grip. Skull crusher is just, hang on. A skull crusher is where you're just moving your elbow and bringing it to your head. Right? Skull crusher. Skull crusher. The JM press is sort of a hybrid between the two. Focuses a lot on the elbow bend, but you arch your back like so, right? See how it's really arching my back? And you bring the bar to your neck, like this. All right? If you wouldn't mind de-racking that, we're done with the barbell for the day. Thank you. Oh, wow, we got 40 people in chat. I will do the splits if we hit 50. Well, I'll attempt to do the splits anyway. Good morning, Buzz Ranger. Celtic and Welsh. Yeah, it's just key smashing. I need to go down weight. Level by itself, full. Still running out of gas.
If you're running out of gas, no telling what I'm going to do here. No. This might be a bit light, but let's find out. It's been that long since I've done these. In my gym, if I can't get to a bench because it's too busy, I go to a machine if I need to, but way too often.
Content measurement today. 84. Take your time, then good. Nice and slow.
Oh, lefter, lefter.
All right, last set. Last set, come on.
Yeah, I like that part.
There we go. Last set. Strong leg pull, come on. Finish strong. Come on! That's it. I'm done.
One last for me. I'll be feeling good driving back to Athens today.
That's correct. Great state of Georgia.
I'm going to visit my sister one more day, then head back to Atlanta, and then back to DFW and home.
Right.
Been loving this trip out here, but kind of glad to get back home in my own environment, though.
Gotta be steam bathing into the sauna.
Yeah. Well, I've been working out the last 2 months to get acclimated with the heat the way I was working out, so I knew it was going to happen. Not a big deal.
Well, thankfully, the heat hasn't been quite so bad here today. It's just been, the humidity's been very high.
Yeah.
But that's about normal for here.
And I hate humidity. That's not bad.
That's it. Finish strong. Well done. Finish. Well done. Nice. All right. Well done. Good guess. Good job. Let this wipe it off one more time. We'll dry it out. We're gonna head out. Can you play this? It's copyright free? No. I don't really want to screw with. I don't really want to look that up right now. Actually, Severus, if you want to look that up, you can. You know, I'm a Taurus, but I consider star signs and astrology to be of any significance or import whatsoever. I am actually a Taurus as well. It's sort of the cherry on the sundae as to why I chose BullMuscle as a name. Not really a very big factor, but hey, for what it's worth. I am actually a Taurus. 100 respect for no music. Yeah, Severus is on hardcore mode. Dude likes podcasts while working out. I can't do that shit. Respect. Anyway, let's head on inside. Alrighty. Alright, just need my notebook And for now, anyway, we're good to go. This back over here. That's it. Perfect. Yeah, Hooch Poo. I'll take a look at it on my other computer, but I don't want that to be a trap. So I'm gonna vet it beforehand.
I don't think you can.
In general, I try not to play music on my stream because Twitch and YouTube can get really persnickety about copyrights. It's a risk that to me is not worth taking. There are a lot of other streamers who do plenty of that stuff, but I found in general it doesn't seem to benefit me. All right, so now what are we gonna do? Well, today is the 10th of September, so it's an even day. So we've got holds for abs, and we've also got our handstand push-ups to do. Since we did hit 30 viewers in chat, put my shoes up. Take a look at that. Give myself just a moment. All right, Severus. They're asking how the mosquitoes are there.
Not bad. Not bad.
We've stayed away from them for the most part, but we've gotten rather lucky. We haven't spent that much time in areas where they get real bad.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a real quick look here. We start. Let's see. Have a look here at what's in chat. Yeah, I usually so. Let's see. I usually don't go for. It's called. Let's see. Oh, it's a Marine Corps running cadence. Oh, that's badass. I probably could get away with playing that because I would imagine that's public domain. Huh. Anyway, Crash Override, welcome on in. I'm going to hit up handstand push-ups right now, actually. Probably don't expect me to do a ton of these. We just finished a shoulder workout. My shoulders are pretty much shot. So we're gonna start there. I'm gonna hit abs, and we're gonna move accordingly. Okay, move accordingly. Oh, so we get some handstand push-up hype in chat, please. Dodge, you got any plans today? We're streaming. I know Phil's fan's coming down, isn't he?
Yep.
So that'll be this evening. Well, are you streaming at all at this point this week? Monday, Tuesday?
I'm gonna try and stream after the dumpster fire Tuesday night.
Okay, fun. What time is that?
That'll be like around 9, so 9 p.m.
Cool. All right. Hey, we got a new follower. Thank you very much, In Noctem. Welcome very much, In Noctem. Welcome to the bullpen. We're gonna hit handstand push-ups and we're gonna hit abs. So here we go. Yeah, if y'all like my channel, like what I do, type in !Discord and you'll be able to check out my Discord where we got all sorts of fun stuff like this. It's a good place to hang out with me after hours. Come on, strong leg pull. No. I'm only doing a couple today. I don't want to risk hurting my shoulder. It's very sore. I can do more normally, but not after a hard shoulder workout like that. This does mean, though, because I chose to work out today, I get a rest day tomorrow, which is nice. Don't normally get one on Mondays. Oh my gosh. Okay. We're going to do our abs. So the holds are 60 seconds, 6 inches, 60 seconds planks, 60 seconds side planks. So that's 30 seconds per side. Today I think we're going to do 60 crunches and 60 sit-ups. Yeah. Why handstand press is not just seated shoulder press or overhand press? Because we already did that today. That's just a little something I like to do as an extra thank you when we get 30 or more people in chat. More effective, simpler. We already did that. Okay, Hooch Poo, I don't know when you got in the workout, but you must have missed the earlier half of it. Yeah. No, Hooch, we did all of those. That's why I only did 3 reps there. Yeah, it's a stream thing. I don't normally incorporate handstand push-ups as a regular movement in my workouts. It's just sort of a, hey, you know, thanks for having 30 people in here kind of thing. It's nothing crazy. It's like you know, when we hit 50, I'll do the splits. It's that sort of thing. It's nothing so intense that like it's gonna risk injury, but it's just I'm sore. You know, I just did a big old shoulder workout, you know. So today's a push workout. That means we hit chest, we hit shoulders, and we hit triceps. You can see that actually the triceps definition is looking quite good there on the back side of my arm. What you do at 100? We don't normally get that far. All right. 6 inches. So, again, it's about the easiest, simplest exercise in the world. Get your heels 6 inches off the ground and don't bend your knees. That's it. Yeah, what will we do at 100? That's a bridge I'll cross to if I ever actually get there. Haven't really had to worry about that one yet. Oh. Do you do dips too? Yeah, I didn't do dips today because I don't have a setup for it here in my garage gym. But when I work out on site at my job, because my job does have a gym, so like a lot of days like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I'll go to work and then I'll switch to planks. I'll hit a workout at the site gym instead. After work, I'll hit the dips there because there's a dip bar, but I don't have that option in my current garage. So instead today we did jam press, close grip press, and overhead triceps extensions. Dip bars are cheap. Yeah, I know. Just there isn't really one that sets up very well with my current setup. I'm looking at options. I also don't want to break my existing squat rack, which is a bit rusty. Oh. Usually power racks have those too. Well, yeah, no, I mean I do dips in my workouts. I just don't often do them on stream. I do incorporate them into my workouts where possible. Crash override, please turn the horny down a notch. Thank you. Thank you. All right. 10 more seconds. Oh, sorry, 15 more seconds, excuse me. There we go. Do you think you're near your genetic natty limit? That's a good question. I think there is room for more gains, especially if I start bulking a bit more. It's not to say I'm absolutely fucking diced or shredded. I'm not. I'm like in the low teens, probably body fat percentage wise. But I think with there a couple dedicated bulk cycles, I'd probably be able to put on some more muscle onto my frame. The trouble here is especially that the trouble here really with bulking is that because I have an unair conditioned garage and I live in the deep south, bulking due to the nature of it consuming far more calories, means you're going to be burning lots of them through the thermic effect of food, which means you're going to run very hot. And running very hot in the hot and humid southeast in the summertime is not particularly pleasant. Not to mention, I like having a beach body, and a lower fat build is better for the beach in terms of aesthetic than a bulkier build. So in general, I bulk in the winters and cut/maintain in the summers. Given that it's September, it would make sense that I'm on cut/maintenance cycle. Are you subconscious doing the side planks? What is the Demon of Salzar, and is he worth summoning? It's an old Filthy Frank reference. If you know, you know. Football season, baby, go 49ers. All right. I've stopped caring about the NFL a long time ago. I think you have more lats gains, no offense, more things that are relatively underdeveloped on your body. I would agree with that, actually. I've had trouble developing my lats. It's my weak point, for sure. My lats are definitely, compared to my chest, I think my chest is, of all the muscles on my body, I think my chest is closest to my natty ceiling. I'll put it that way. I think I've definitely got more room to go on squats, deadlifts. My shoulders, I could probably beef up a bit more. Same with bis and tris. I don't think I'm quite at my natty ceiling, but I'm probably closer to my natty ceiling than most other people ever will get. Which kind of makes sense if you think about it from a statistical perspective, because not that many people lift, and not that many people lift dedicated for years out over years, you know. Big lats is a big game changer looks wise, speaking from experience. Yeah, well, I'm doing my best. Conservative, yeah, NFL is National Football League here in the U.S. It's professional American football. I think college is a better sport, but I don't really want to talk about college football right now at all. Come on, finish. Okay, let me try and catch up on chat here. I dislike any ball sports. Only okay, so American football games are definitely worth. Okay, I need to take a second before I do my next set. A little bit of acid reflux there. There's something coming up from my stomach. American football games are worth going to. I recommend college. The tailgating scene's better. The fan bases are more passionate. And depending on which matchup, it can often be quite a lot cheaper than the NFL. Ball sports versus combat sports. I respect combat sports. I've never really gotten into them. I think they're really cool. There's certain ones that appeal to me more than others. My brother definitely does a lot of combat sports. Check out Lab Boys TV on YouTube if you like that kind of content. There we go. Non-impactive exercises for me: rock climbing, cycling, hiking, and swimming, for sure. I want my knees to still be in place when I'm 70. That makes sense. I mean, you can do things like squats And deadlifts, in terms of weightlifting, they do put more strain on your knee in the sense that you're putting a bigger load there. But as long as your form is good, you're gonna be okay. It's not gonna do any damage. If anything, it'll make your knees stronger. But yeah, I love hiking. Now, hiking to me isn't a sport so much as it is just a pleasant hobby, a pleasant thing to do. Knees overrated. All right, let's do this. 1, 2, 3.
Come on, just finish. Last set. Good enough.
All right. I knew you were from Texas the second you spoke. Louis XO, that's correct. I'm a Southerner, really, as well as a Texan. I currently reside in the state of South Carolina, so lived in Texas for longer than anywhere else in my life, but spent a lot of other time in other southern states. Okay. Oops. So just started strength training. Yeah, if you want your knees to be in place, squatting can help with that. Again, you don't have to squat the world's heaviest weight and only do maxes. You can do, something much saner like sets of 10 or sets of 12. Even sets of 20 has their place. Oh, you went to that orange school? No, Gig'em. No, I moved to South Carolina for work. I am a nuclear engineer, and I'd rather do more reps and use a lighter weight. There's pros and cons to each, and you should try and use each selectively. There are times where, yeah, max or a really heavy day on squat, or really on any exercise, is a good idea. With some exceptions, like if you're jam pressing or you're doing, raises, those are exercises meant for lighter weights and more reps. But your big compound exercises, bench, squat, deadlift, shoulder press, cleans, there are pros and cons to going heavier weights or heavier reps, right? Or sorry, more reps, I should say, not heavier reps. That doesn't make sense. Heavier weight or more reps. So it kind of works. There are benefits to each. If you want to improve strength, go high weight, low rep. If you want to improve endurance, go low weight, high rep. If you want to balance and you want to improve muscle definition, really you want to kind of build muscle, kind of go somewhere in the middle. Rickety Rocket, so you're a liberal. I'm a centrist, politically, if that's what you're asking. We have Wales and Scotland for hiking. You also have the Pennine Mountains, I think. It's the lake country up in northern England is supposed to be very, very pretty. And Cornwall is supposed to be real pretty as well. JJ Gonzalez, good to see you. Welcome on in. Conservative says, I actually do about 40 a day, but without weights. Well, that's good too. I mean, even just body weight squats can be very, very useful. Oh, just kidding. I thought everyone from the South was a liberal. That's a sentence I've never heard before. Usually the South is a stereotype for being a bit more conservative than the rest of the country. I've never been to the UK. I'd like to be there. But yeah, politically speaking, I'm a centrist. Traps are looking all right today. Chest ain't bad. We hit chest today. Triceps looking pretty decent. Move the camera down a bit. Shoulders ain't looking bad. Delts. South is known to be redneck. Yeah, a little bit. Food in South Carolina is amazing. My friend Severus, who again was the guy I was lifting with just a little while ago, he is here from Texas, and I got to show him South Carolina style barbecue. Now, in my opinion, the best branch of barbecue in terms of just the meat, nothing beats brisket the way the Texans do it. But in terms of the whole package, you start talking about sides,
collard greens, fried okra. This would be Mr. Severus, as we were talking about, but collard greens, fried okra, hash over rice, which is a South Carolina delicacy only, sweet potatoes, and hush puppies, and everything else. The whole package, oh, Carolina style, and especially South Carolina style barbecue comes into its own. JJ Gonzalez, thank you very much for the bits. 100 bits, I do appreciate that. It's very generous of you. We hit 50 viewers in chat. Keep an eye on that. I will do the splits. Yeah, that was Mr. Severus. He's going and taking a shower because we're hot and sweaty and it's humid here. Do you think the weather is better in South Carolina than in Texas? Yes, but that doesn't mean the summers are still good. I would say South Carolina has 10 to 11 months of pretty decent weather. The winters are very mild. The springs and falls are very pleasant. The summers are quite humid. Usually you don't get temperatures too far beyond about 95 Fahrenheit or 35 Celsius. We hit 50 before 2 minutes ago. Did we? I hadn't seen that. Is that my dad? No, it's not my dad. Severus is a friend on the stream. He is, let me get my shout out here. There. This is Mr. Severus. He came here to help out with the audio and visual. If you notice that the audio was a lot better in the gym today and in the last couple streams than in weeks past, this guy's why. He's been really helpful. He's been, oh, thank you very much for the follow. I do appreciate that. So we did hit 50 before. All right, I'll take your word for it. We'll do the splits then. Oh boy. All right.
These are really fun.
Yep. All right. Oh. 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 All right. I will deal with that. Ouchie. Is that your boyfriend? No. It's just a friend of mine. He's one of the admins on my Discord channel, and this is something I've told you guys in the past. If you're ever in my neck of the woods, come let me know and I'll let you stay here. But you know, you got to build up trust first. Mr. Severus has helped me a lot with this channel. He's been here since the beginning, so we're good friends, and certain friends get certain privileges. No, he's not my boyfriend though, but he is single, and so am I, so just keep that in mind. Don't know how anyone deals with humidity in Texas. Well, only the eastern half of the state gets hit hard with humidity. By the time you get west of about Austin, it gets a lot better. Now, Houston, College Station, the weather could accurately be described as armpit for several months a year. It's not pleasant. I will admit that. East Texas has its charms, but man, the summers are truly brutal there. Air conditioner is the big part of it. Here. Share 1000, redeeming the mascot plushie boop. This is the mascot. This is Mr. Ferdinand. He is the official BullMuscle mascot. So, hello, Ferdinand says you guys make good decisions and work out. And boop. One more. There we go. Which country would you like to visit and why? If you're still single, boy, am I glad I'm already married because I'd have no chance. That's very kind of you. Which country would you like to visit and why? Oh. Can I give more than one answer? There's a lot I would have on my list. Right now, most immediate answer would probably be Mexico. I've spent a lot of time in Texas, and I've always wanted to do a little bit of exploring south of the border. Beyond that, there are a lot of European countries that I'd love to visit in particular. I've seen Spain and Portugal and would love to go back. I've never done Greece, I've never done Italy, I've never done Ireland, and I've never done the UK. I'd also like to do Poland. Those would probably be the top ones. Oh, and Romania as well. You live in Texas and I've never been to Texas. No, I don't live in Texas. I used to live in Texas. I have lived in Texas for longer than anywhere else in my life, but I currently live in South Carolina. What's my height? At least 6 foot. I'm 6'3". No, I lived in Texas, but I had never been to Mexico.
For whatever reason, it just never made it happen. In the places I lived in Texas, I was more on the northeastern side of the state, so I wasn't that close to the Mexican border. The closest I've ever been to getting south of the border there is I've been to Big Bend Park and the Boquillas Hot Springs, which is right there on the Rio Grande. And this is why the people who say, oh, just build a wall, don't understand the topography of the Rio Grande Valley and the way the Rio Grande makes its way around Texas. There is nowhere to put the wall there, so it doesn't really work. But it was kind of neat. You could see well into Mexico from the Chisos Mountains there. Love how tall Bull is. I appreciate that. Where's your go-to for a beach vacation? I've got friends who have a beach house in North Myrtle Beach near Cherry Grove in South Carolina. That's a popular spot. My favorite getaway spot that the Yankees don't know about is Hunting Island. It's a state park. It's really pretty. It's completely undeveloped. Hilton Head isn't bad either. Really, any of the beaches on the South Carolina coast you can't go wrong with. Stay away from Kiowa. It's really rich and snooty. Otherwise, you're pretty good. And stay away from Folly because it basically doesn't exist anymore. It's gotten eroded by the sea. Why Romania? I think Bucharest is really interesting as a city, and I've seen a lot of, there's a lot of ancient history among the Black Sea ports there. I think it would be really cool to see. I'd also like to see and hike around the Carpathian Mountains. Remo 2008, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome on in. I've been to Hilton Head. The houses there are so nice. Hilton Head ain't bad. I'm telling you though, Beaufort and Hunting Island, even better, I think. Did you ever hear the guy who's going off himself, but he went to TJ first for an illegal fun weekend? He ended up living because it was so fun. Well, hey, whatever works, right? Especially if you have a boat there. Boats are expensive, though. Boats are a lot of money. Now, I'm a definite beach bum. The best beaches in the world I've been to are probably, I have been to Hawaii. Kind of hard to beat those beaches, I will be honest. The Floribama, Gulf Shore, Alabama, and the far western bits of Florida has that really, really nice sort of sugar white sand. Those are very pretty beaches, like around the Pensacola area. I tan topless there with my friends at a beach house. Hell yeah. Did a surf trip there. Sadly, still can't surf. I'd love to learn how to surf. Really, I'd like to learn how to kiteboard. Kiteboarding looks fun as all get out. Which time is the best to visit Hawaii? It depends on which island you're going to go to. Depends on what you're going there for. I mean, there's a lot of different factors to that question. I have actually had to see as little tourists as possible. Well, the easiest answer there is as long as you stay off of the island of Oahu, you're going to be just fine. 85% of Hawaii's population lives on the island of Oahu. Most of that is because Honolulu is a large city, and then Pearl Harbor has a massive military presence. Actually, it's funny. I've been talking with some of the Pearl Harbor naval shipyard guys. They need nuclear engineers, so that's always one I've kept in my back pocket. I feel like the older people were judging for sure. That's all good. I mean, look, what I'm gonna do when I go, if I ever try surfing, I'm just gonna. Really, what's nice is I'm used to having eyeballs on me because, right, if I show up to the beach looking like this, it's gonna happen. Hey, Bowser, good to see you. Yes, as few tourists as possible in Hawaii. You just need to go one of the smaller, less populated islands, or go to the Big Island because it's much less dense. The other cool thing about the Big Island in Hawaii is you can go all the way up to the mountain. Now, it is an active volcano, so sometimes you can't go up there, but you can do a lot of hiking on the Big Island, and that's supposed to be really, really fun. I've never been to the Big Island. I've only been to Oahu because my dad was in the Air Force, and as a result, we were stationed overseas a lot of the time. So to refuel, we'd often end up taking an extra day or two and stopping in Hickam Air Force Base in Hawaii. Don't small island nations ever run risk of running out of living space? Yes, but to put it mildly, Hawaii is not at that point yet. The island of Oahu is about as dense as Taiwan, which is a lot, but it's not that intense. It's nowhere near as dense as, say, Singapore. Now, you want to talk about a small island nation running out of risk of living space. Singapore may be close to that limit. Is the UK bigger than Hawaii? I believe it is.
Hawaii is a chain of islands, though, right? So it's a lot of smaller islands, as opposed to the UK is technically one rather large island, a chunk of a smaller island, that being Northern Ireland, and then a lot of other small islands like Isle of Man, Isle of Wight, and all the Orkneys and Shetlands. Stayed in Singapore for a bit, don't recommend it, overpopulated and so expensive. Right, I mean, again, my point is, if Singapore can achieve that level of density, Hawaii has no risk of becoming that overpopulated. Yeah, the UK is quite a bit bigger than Hawaii. Jenny Mon, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the bullpen. Got a lot of people following today. So welcome to the Q&A section of the stream. At this point, we've finished our workout. I've had my protein, and it's been pretty good. No, I neglected to mention I'm actually in Texas, Nevada right now. You're talking about the town of Nevada in Texas? Or you're in both Texas and Nevada, the state, which doesn't make sense. I know the town of Nevada in Texas. I've been through quite a few times. And yes, it's pronounced Nevada, Texas, just like El Dorado. You missed my question. I'm sorry. I'm trying to keep up with chat. Y'all are keeping me active here. Have you had friends tan topless around you on vacation? No. Unfortunately, in the U.S., topless beaches are a lot harder to come by, and have not had that opportunity yet. So Louis XO99, maybe, hopefully in the future. Who knows? The town we're driving. Okay, conservative. Okay, I'm going to give you best pastor tacos I've ever had. Right there. I used to live in Greenville, Texas, which is not far from Nevada at all. Head out that way, go to Tienda Oviedo. Greenville's a dumpy town, and the restaurant has got bars in the window and nobody speaks English in there. Best fucking tacos al pastor you're gonna have. Oh my God, they're so good. Yeah, just walk in. All you gotta say is, tres tacos al pastor, por favor. They'll ask you, con maíz o harina, right, which is corn or flour tortillas. Go for harina. I like a flour tortilla more. Go for just 3 tacos al pastor. Pick yourself out a drink. You're going to have a good time. So damn good. Best damn tacos I ever had. But yeah, very good response. Some guys get so awkward or shy when friends and I do that. It'd be nice. I mean, honestly. Right, okay, so I should explain a little bit about where I live. I live in very rural South Carolina. This is not a big town I live in. As a result, I don't have, or my town's sleepy, right? It's very inexpensive, but, it's a 2-hour drive for me to get to the beach, and even the big city, which is the closest big city to me is Augusta, Georgia, it's a little bit of a haul. It's a 30-minute drive. So in general, I don't have that many friends, like immediate next door neighbors. Now, my neighbors and I are very good. Like we're close in the sense of, we'll hang out, but a lot of them are older, and so it's not they're gonna go out and party at the beach like that. Like they don't make eye contact. I mean, I think this may be a difference between U.S. and Europeans. I don't know if you said you were American or not, but Europeans seem to be a lot more open-minded about toplessness at the beach, which I think is only fair, right? If guys can do it, why can't girls do it? Neil Reagan, good morning. Welcome on in. What are some of the best soft drinks in the U.S.? I mean, carbonated drinks, non-carbonated, barely sweet, very sweet juices. I drink very few of any of those. They're mostly pure sugar, and they're terrible for your diet. In terms of carbonated drinks, I prefer beer, or even I'd rather have a non-alcoholic beer before any soda. So it's just too sweet for me. I don't like it. I'm American, mom's Asian, dad's white American. Okay, cool. I love breaks at Chipotle. My last jobs didn't give me free food. Hell yeah, bro. How do you feel about kombucha? Haven't really had a lot of it. Actually, I have my homemade wine. I need to work on that. I need to check my homemade wine now that I'm thinking about it. But haven't had a ton of kombucha. Yeah, actually, I was given a mint lemonade yerba mate, I think it was called, a couple weeks back at a friend's house, and it was surprisingly decent.
I wouldn't drink those all the time, but it wasn't bad. I avoid any alcohol that isn't scotch or vodka. I love scotch. Are you the type who would still make eye contact? Depends on, I don't know, how. I probably. I mean, I would try and make eye contact eye to eye, but, you know, if I see a really nice pair, I am only male. I think it's a hippie drink with no verifiable or scientific link to any health benefits whatsoever. I mean, if it tastes good, I'll drink it. There, really simple. Well, okay, if it tastes good and the macros aren't complete trash, like Coca-Cola has absolute trash macros. It's just straight sugar. And it's really bad for your pancreas and your mouth and your teeth and pretty much all, any of those really sweet, syrupy, sugary sodas are terrible for you. Drink as few of those as you possibly can. Avoid them. You know they're bad for you. They are to your pancreas what alcohol is to your liver, what tobacco is to your lungs. Don't do it. You're just better off. I cut out soda from my diet about 10 years ago, and I don't regret doing so. Okay. Usually European guys' eye contact and glances at nipples. Guess it's a guy thing. Oh, well, yeah. No, okay, men are biologically programmed to like that. I mean, even, you know, really, really anything like that. Phosphoric acid leaches minerals from your body. You need to stop drinking sodas. It's just, sodas are just not good for you. Kombucha gut health science. I don't know a lot about kombucha. That's sort of out of my wheelhouse. Normally, I like just plain old tap water. If I want something different, I'll usually go for, I've been starting to get into non-alcoholic craft beers, which is a nice little treat I give myself. But more likely than not, my favorite, honestly, my favorite drink in the whole wide world, especially if I'm bulking, is milk, whole milk. I will drink, if I'm bulking, I can drink close to a gallon of this stuff a day, and it is just, and that's a US gallon, so it's like 3.75 liters. I will very happily drink that kind of amount of milk a day. I love milk. Unfortunately, on maintenance, it's better that I stick to 1% or skim. You seem bold enough to make a comment. I mean, ultimately, I'll say the same thing to a guy, though. I'm a switch hitter, so... Ginger ale is my fave too. As far as like ginger ales and root beers, sometimes you can make decent cocktails out of those. But even then, I'd rather drink most of my liquor straight. I'm a big fan of Scotch. Whole milk is disgusting, the amount of fat. And have you seen inside the dairy industry? Number two, I know generally what goes on in the dairy industry is not good. And I don't care. Frankly, I don't want to know. Ignorance is bliss. Number one, whole milk. If you drink whole milk for bulking, you will put on a lot of mass, including muscle. It's really good for you in that sense. If you're bulking, nothing is better than whole milk. It's basically liquid Jesus if you're bulking. It's really good. I switched to almond, oat, and macadamia milk. Hard pass on those. No. I'll stick to, I'm old fashioned, I'll stick to regular old milk. Milk and red meat, the good things in life. I mean, so red meat can be good for you. If you eat overly processed fatty red meats and you eat them all the time, that's not good for you, right? A lean steak every once in a while isn't going to kill you, but it's the quantity and the quality of the red meat you're eating, right? What's your favorite big breakfast? I very seldom eat breakfast. In general, I'm not a huge fan of breakfast foods. I do like a breakfast taco every now and again, but I don't normally eat a ton in the mornings. A lot of times I go for protein shakes. Stay away from steak and beef. They say red meat causes cancer. Okay, so no. Not all red meat causes cancer. Overly processed red meat causes cancer. A lot of stuff with sodium nitrites in it. Things like, sausages. I like sausages, full disclaimer. Things that have been really smoked and charred, right? But just a basic steak is fine too. You're not gonna, if you have a steak every now and again, you're not gonna fucking keel over and die from cancer. It's not, right? It's not that big of a deal. Unfortunately, large chunks of what we have in our day-to-day lives have things that are carcinogenic in them. For instance, I mean, if we want to talk about known carcinogens that cause major damage to the American, or to the, not just the American, but the humanity as a whole. I was going to say American society, but this applies internationally as well.
Let's talk about brake dust, tire dust, and automobile emissions. The automobile causes far more cancer deaths than anything you're eating in general, unless you're eating absolute crap all of the time. I've had Impossible Burgers. They're not bad. The trouble is the macro profiles can be good, they can be bad. It depends on which company you're going for the plant-based alternatives. The trouble for me with the plant-based alternatives too is that they're very expensive. They're not cost competitive with meat. Here in South Carolina, pork is the cheap one, and I eat lots and lots of it because South Carolina grows, we raise a lot of hogs here, and pork is delicious. It's a big part of the diet here. I mean, that's what South Carolina barbecue is known for. It's pulled pork, it's hash over rice, it's stuff like that. It's collard greens and bacon fat. No evidence to, yeah, right, so that's the thing. Red meat and cancer, right. I guess my friend says everything causes cancer, so he just lives his life carefree. Okay, so Neam Reagan, this gets into risk analysis, and this is something I do for my career because I'm a nuclear engineer, right? It's no secret that being exposed to high-level radiation from, say, a nuclear accident is a pretty good link to cancer. But, right, you can protect against that and you can mitigate risks depending on how intelligently you've set up causes. So, as far as everything causing cancer, there are lots and lots of things that have been linked to cancer. The question is, what things are the most strongly linked to cancer? Smoking. Don't smoke. If you're smoking, and this to a lesser extent can even include vaping, you are putting yourself at a much elevated risk of carcinogens. Alcohol has been linked to certain cancers, particularly liver cancer, right? Also cirrhosis of the liver, which is not a cancer, but it's also equally as unpleasant. So don't, try to limit or moderate your alcohol intake. Extremely processed fatty foods and sugars, right? Really high sugary diets might not cause cancer per se. Actually, they can, pancreatic cancer in particular, but they have a much higher increased likelihood of diabetes, which again, may not be cancer, but it's almost equally unpleasant. So really, the way to do this in general is on the things that may be linked, right? Moderate the quantities you're having. And, again, if you're going to have a steak or a brisket, make that an occasional treat. Stick to, lean meat, fish, lots and lots of vegetables and produce, and then, a decent amount of decent carbs. I'm not a huge fan of keto. If it works for you, by all means, go for it, but carbs are inexpensive. They keep your costs down. So lentils, beans, rice, potatoes, pasta, stuff like that. Don't eat tons of it, but eat enough to where you're hitting your macro targets for your calories. Can you develop a contraption that is able to generate radioactive rays, and what would you need? Asking for a friend. Yes, actually I know how to do that. No, I can't tell you, because if I did, the feds would not be happy if I said so. Keto's biggest issue for me, my biggest issue with keto is not that it works or works or doesn't work. Keto can work. My biggest problem with keto is that it is just really, really expensive. Fats are inherently going to be, especially animal fats, are going to be more expensive than grains and plants. That's just how it takes much more labor to raise, and therefore they're going to be more expensive. As far as the government subsidizing healthy food and organic plants and creating laws that make it expensive to spray chemicals on plants and junk food. Okay, so some chemicals in terms of like preservatives can be fine, and they're not of any noticeable link to any adverse effects. Some aren't, so you got to be a little bit more clear on which chemicals. As far as subsidizing healthy food and organic plants, what we really need, healthy food and organic plants have never been cheaper as a percentage of the average person's food budget. If you look over time, it used to be about 100 years ago, the average person spent 40 to 50% of their paycheck on food. Now it's more like 12%. So what's happened, right? We've gotten very good at producing food, but we've gotten really, really good at producing and engineering food that's what's called hyperpalatable. Things with lots of fats, salts, and sugars, right? And we have subsidized this with things like corn syrup subsidies. But what I would be a huge fan of are very high junk food taxes. It's a voluntary tax,
right? Nobody's gonna keel over and die because they have to pay $4 for a Little Debbie instead of $2 for a Little Debbie. It's not going to be the end of the world. It's basically a voluntary tax. If you don't want to pay that tax, don't eat the crappy food. I am a fan of junk food taxes in general, especially if you want to sit here and tell me we should go with we should try and make the United States have universal health care. If that's the case, right, that is turning healthcare from an individual responsibility to a societal responsibility. As someone who keeps, I keep myself in pretty good shape, right? I don't want to be subsidizing other people's bad decisions. So I'd be fine with it provided that things like alcohol gets higher taxed, junk food gets higher taxed, soda gets extremely higher taxed. Soda is so fucking bad for you. I mean, the amount of healthcare costs just from soda alone, from increased dental work due to cavities, increased diabetes medication, demand for those, right? Think about how expensive diabetes meds here are in the States, right? Things like, again, pancreatic cancer. High sugar diets have been linked even to dementia and Alzheimer's, which is obviously a horrendous disease to have to go through, but also an extremely expensive one that puts a huge burden on the healthcare system. And usually it doesn't hit you until after age 65, so it's already taxpayer funded because of Medicare, just as one example. We have a sugar tax. We don't have a sugar tax in the United States. If there are European countries that have sugar taxes, and I think it's a very good idea, I would strongly advocate for a sugar tax in the United States. And I think a lot of people and a lot of the American public would hate that. I'm also a huge fan of higher fuel taxes, the way the Europeans have. This, again, if I proposed those, I would instantly get kicked out of office because that would be extremely unpopular. But those are very unpopular things I happen to support. Regulating the meat industry, the processed meat is essentially scrapped. 90+% British meat to be able to deliver to supermarkets and creating other products. I don't mind. I mean, there are some processed meats I'm fine with. For instance, what is a processed meat, right? On one hand, you've got the hot dog, which, yeah, God knows what goes into those. But on the other hand, you've got something like boudin. Boudin is a Cajun sausage that uses usually organ meat from pigs and sheep, right? As well as rice to make this wonderful, delicious Cajun sausage. That should be legal to sell. That should be legal to make. I don't think it should be illegal to sell the uber processed meats as much, because a lot of times that is saving what would be meat from getting scrapped. So I have mixed feelings on the processed meats, but sugar, just artificial sugar, taxing the hell out of that, yeah, I'd be in favor of that. Would you need parts that the everyday person could get, or would you need special parts, which is only possible with a special license? Yeah, I can't comment on that. That's treading on dangerous ground with my day job. One bottle of Coca-Cola, 500 milliliters. So a half liter of Coca-Cola is about $3.20 here. That's about so here in the United States, you can get a 2-liter bottle for about, or 3 pounds 20 pence, excuse me. You can get 2 liters bottle of Coca-Cola for less than $3, and in some places less than $2. That's far too cheap. There's no reason to do that. Nobody should be drinking 2 liters of Coca-Cola a week, let alone a day. That's terrible for your body. And again, it's going to cause a lot of later health issues that right now, thanks to the way Medicare is set up, the government and therefore the taxpayer has to pay for. So I strongly support higher sugar taxes. $3 for a bottle of Coke, that sounds pretty great to me. I don't normally like giving the British compliments, but how do y'all say it? Go on then. Is it? I don't. Well done. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how I should compliment you, but here I'll do the. There we go. I'll do the British salute with the palm facing out. Those are restaurant prices. That's $3.99. Yeah, I would love it for Coca-Cola to cost that much in a store. That'd be fantastic. Think about how much money we'd get from taxes. You could finally start funding the healthcare system that way. Or better still, we could use it to pay off our giant national debt. Have you heard about the team that thinks they're back? Dumb gamers, I'm not going there. Don't want to talk about college football today. Hard pass. Rainbow Ninja 85, thank you very much. Welcome to the bullpen. Yeah, as far as soda taxes and junk food taxes, I'm a huge fan personally, because they're entirely voluntary. The price of a Red Bull, actually, I kind of do. So what's a can of Red Bull cost over there in Britain? I am actually rather curious. Sonia the Russian, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome on in. Man, we're getting loads of followers today. I will have to wrap up pretty soon here because I've got a few other things to do today. So this is we'll hit the last few questions here and then we're gonna look to raid. There we go. Red Bull tastes like gas. Nikolai Prime redeeming a pack bounce. All right. Oh God, they're sore. Okay, I can't do it to the can today. Bum 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 bum. There you go. In my local petrol station, a 473 milliliter can of Red Bull is about 4 pounds. That's awesome. I wish it was that expensive here in the States. That's a good thing, more than anything else. All right, so you got Typical Yan, Bam Bam Bim Bim, and Physico Commando. Thank you very much. Welcome back, Nikolai Prime. That's a lot of good options. Channels, fucking Twitch. This is one thing that pisses me off. Right below it says channels recommend for you. Amaranth, 18 plus, oiled up bikini, and she's basically completely fucking braless. And it's like, really, that's okay. But you're gonna get on my case for talking about flexing and shit. If I wear anything shorter than fucking basketball shorts, Twitch loses its mind. Amaranth does that, and it's such a big double standard. Anyway, that's over $5 for a Red Bull. That sounds fantastic. That's a great thing. It's a huge tax. Good. Especially with the UK, you've got the NHS, which is a expensive system to have to maintain. Junk food taxes are a very good way to do that. Burned in. Push day went pretty well. It wasn't bad. Should be a horny tax. That would be a good idea. Good lord. Yeah, we're gonna raid. Do you want to do Physico Commando or Typical Yan today? I think we've done Typical Yan today. What's he hitting up? He's doing. Oh, he's lifting. Yeah, we'll do that. You have to be over the age of 18 and produce ID to be purchased or serve them. See, now I don't like that. I think you should be able to buy it if you're under age 18. That's dumb. But I do think that I do like the idea of heavy taxes on junk food in general. So, all right, I think we're gonna read Typical Yan. If he's still on here, I'm gonna check to be sure. But yep, he is. All right, so do we have any final comments just to sort of wrap up? I'll tell you guys the stream schedule next week should be pretty normal. So it's going to be Thursday afternoon, probably a rest day, Friday morning, Saturday morning, and Sunday morning. Same times as normal, so that's 5 p.m. Thursday, 9 a.m. the other days. I call it nanny state nonsense. There are certain, again, they're not all, I'm not a huge fan of every tax, but I am a huge fan of junk food taxes. It's the same reason I like the lottery. It's a completely voluntary tax for a product you don't need to live, right? As opposed to income taxes, which is taxing hard work, and I'm not a huge fan of that. Yeah, we're gonna raid Typical Yan, good looking dude. Sonia the Russian, well, thank you very much. I appreciate that, and thank you for the follow. I think that's more or less it, all we've got for the channel. Burned in real. All right, so I want to say thank you to all the new followers. We've had a load of them today. So Sonia the Russian, Rainbow Ninja 95, Johnny Mon, Remo 2008, Louis XO 99, In Noctem, Poison OVO, Days Moon, X3 Butter Cookies, Reckless Spat, Deontologist, This Menace Dennis. Thank you all very much for the follows. So I will be live. I'll be kind of hanging out a little bit later on my Discord in the lounge. So if you guys want to hang out with me later, check me on my Discord. Otherwise, we're gonna go on raids. The raid message is gonna be Bull Rush. That's gonna be the raid message. We're gonna go ahead and raid. This is typical Yan. Typical Yan. All right. So I just want to say thank you all very much again for all the follows. If you like my content, consider checking out that Discord. We got a lot more going on there. As always, you all much love and make good decisions, because those good decisions in the small run form your habits. Those habits, they form your values. Those values, they form an ethos that can be the guide star through the rough waters of life. Much love, y'all. Come in for the hug. And let's raid. All right, YouTube. As always, it's good. I'll see you on Thursday. Cheers.